of Pencil Bits, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to the 6 days FTP on advancement of machine learning and deep learning. Thank you all for joining, and I would like to welcome our today's chief guest and guest speaker, Professor Ram Prakash Sir, University College of Engineering, Nagapattinam. Welcome, sir. And I would like to extend my warm welcome to our beloved founder and CEO of Pencil Bits, Dr. Sangeeta Subramanian. Welcome, ma'am. And before going to the FTP program, I would like to share few services that we are provided by Pencil Bits. We do SCA research paper publication for engineering and Scopus indexed journal for disciplines like engineering, management, and commerce. And we provide different patent grant services such as Indian design, UK design, Australian design, Indian utility, German utility model, Japanese utility model, US patent publication, and Indian copyright. And we are glad to share with you that we did 2000 plus patents with 100% success rate. Then we are doing textbook publication for all the disciplines, and we are providing book chapter publication and then PhD assistance for engineering and management. And we are doing IEEE paper for engineering. And now for students, we have started organizing workshops, project contests, and seminars and so on. So these are the services we are providing in Pencil Bits. And I would like to share, I would like to give you a small introduction about our today guest speaker, Professor Ram Prakash sir. He's a corporate trainer related to data science, data analytics, and Python programming and R programming. And he has acted as a resource person in many colleges and organizations. And he presented more than 20 videos in YouTubes and webinars. He received many awards such as A plus grade on Train the Trainer of InfyTQ based FP in Infosys Private Limited, and A grade at Train the Trainer workshop on data visualization at Infosys Campus Connections. Then Best India Research Award by World Intellectual Property Conclave at VGrow Private Limited, IIT Bhubaneswar and IIT Rajpur, and one Best Idea Award for Autonomous Vehicle Based IoT for Next Decade Smart Agriculture in Symbiosis University of Applied Science Indoor, a skill based patent conclave. And he has a membership in All India Council for Technical Skill Development and International Association of Engineers. And he has membership in Computer Science Teacher Association, CSTA. So I request Professor Ram Prakash sir to start the session, please, sir.
Yeah, very good morning, all. Very good morning for the wonderful FDP have been organized by Pencil Bits. You have per day one speaker, so totally you have 6 days FDP on machine learning and advancement of deep learning. So very good morning, participants, various faculty members, researchers, and students, and the CEO of Pencil Bits, Mrs. Sangeeta Subramanian ma'am, and Karthika madam. Very good morning, all. So I'm very privileged to say that hello. I'm privileged to introduce about myself. I'm Ram Prakash, working as a assistant professor in University of Tirupur campus for past 12 years. So I had totally of 15 years teaching experience as well as research field. So today I'm going to show about the basics of ML and DL, and I'm going to elaborately explain about what thing is available in the DL with some hands-on session related to the Python implementation. So nowadays, machine learning plays a major role. Before going to the machine learning, we have to hear about the name of artificial intelligence. Nowadays, we people are speaking about Gen AI. It is going to be a generalization of AI. Like we can give any prompt to the particular AI. It can generate the what you are getting the results. That is going to be a very important thing nowadays. So suppose to I can able to start my session by giving some of the general AI, Gen AI techniques, because you people as a faculty and students, you must know about what is going to be AI first, basics of AI. So I can give the some tools to related to work you have to work it in your research as well as the for your you can implement in your classrooms to the students environment. Okay, so So the Gen AI, okay. So the Gen AI plays a major role nowadays. It's going to be a generative AI. Okay. So lot of courses have been designed by the lot of organizations. It can go for Amazon, or it can go for Great Learning, or something similar, it can go for NPTEL or anything. Any organization will give the this Gen AI. What about this generative AI is question mark now. Okay. So we have heard about the name is called ChatGPT and Copilot, etc., etc. So I'll show some of the real-time implementation of all those things. Okay. So just go to this URL, which is called Merlin AI. Okay. Just I have to start my session by giving some useful things you must know. Okay. So this Merlin AI, it's a very important tool where you can able to ask any doubts to this Merlin AI. It can able to answer your doubts. It's going to be it has what is that? We can have ChatGPT version 4. If you go for ChatGPT website, ChatGPT version 4 is going to be a paid version. But you can go for this Merlin. You can get this ChatGPT 4 at free of cost. Okay. So this is the URL. Just you can see this URL. Okay. So you can go to this. You can also add this Merlin to your Google Chrome. Chrome add-on extension, you can add it. Okay. So you can go to this add Merlin extension in the top of your Merlin website, and you can basically add this Merlin AI in your Chrome also, and so that you can able to run your ChatGPT version 4 at free of cost. Okay, so you are giving this add to Chrome, and you will get the add extension of this Merlin AI, so that you can able to get your ChatGPT version Pro, free GPT version Pro with the web access. That is very, very important thing we must know. Okay, so you can ask any doubts to this Merlin AI. It will be give a lot of answers. Like some around 10 lakh users are using this Merlin AI with a free of cost. Like this is going to be a personal AI assistant. Okay, so you can search anything to this Merlin AI. It can ready to answer all your queries. Okay, so just I can show one small example. Okay, how this Merlin AI can, so it can add to the Chrome extension. One minute. So after adding this to the Chrome, you can select this your extension, and you can see a lot of extension have been added. Okay. So added to the Merlin AI now. Yes. You can select this Merlin AI. This is the expansion version of this Merlin AI. Once it can add it, you can just give Control plus M. This will be happen. Okay, just refresh this. Control plus M. You will get this Merlin extension. Okay. Just to give refresh this. So in the right side top, right side panel, you mute your mic, madam. Madam, somebody.
Certificate certificate
So refresh the page again and again, so it will be added. Okay. So 1 minute, we can wait for 1 minute. It can be some installation is going on. So after adding this, Merlin AI will come in this right side panel. Okay. So it can you can give the reviews of this. It can work excellent, and you will get a minimum. You will get a lot of expansion of this Merlin AI. Okay, 1 minute. It can refresh it. It will take some timing delay. Okay. So meanwhile, I can go to the next tool to generate the AI, which is called Claude AI. Is going to be the another AI technique, which can. It's a very wonderful AI tool where you can implement any type of programming needs. Like if you are doing your research, or you people are going to create any real time practical demo of anything related to your topic, you can ask any doubts to this AI. It will be given the answer. Okay. So like this, you can give your what is that mobile number, and you can log into this uh, Cloud AI. It will be ready to answer all your queries. Okay. So some numbers I can give, and you can send the verification link to this. Okay, this number, and after verification code came, you can just enter the verification code, and 2000. So you people can just try this. Like this is also the another. So recently I logged in, so that's why it cannot open. So can you please install this mobile app also available, this Cloud AI. It will be answer your all your queries. Okay. So 1 minute. I want to show the demo. That's why I'm trying to use this. Yes. Yes, you can log into your Gmail account. Continue. So all the AI, prompt AI, you can use your mail account to log in your data. So here, this is the web page for show your Merlin AI. So you can select the version of ChatGPT version 4, and you can upload your documents into that also. And you can also able to create your chatbot, and you can also use to can generate your image, and you can ask the doubts here. Okay. So write a Python code for mm, Python code to create a chatbot. Okay, uh, with the examples, I'm asking to these doubts. You can add any documentation also, any images also. You can embed it to this. Uh, uh, like what is that in the Chat GPT version 4, it will be ready to answer all your queries. So this is the answer for this queries. Okay, the main difference between the paid version and the free version of this uh, Chat GPT version 4 is you will get more compatibility, you will get more expansion, you will get more image libraries, and you will get more web development tools. All will be fit into this Chat GPT for that. you can use this code and you can able to copy that code into a Python environment and you can able to create your own chatbot. You can also modify that own chatbot by giving the tips given by this ChatGPT version 4. Not only you can use the ChatGPT version 4, I already told no that Claude AI told no that Claude AI you can select this. Okay, you can select the Claude AI here. Okay, so just I can use this Claude AI. You can use turbo access mode and you can use this Claude AI. Just press enter. Yes, now you are using the Claude version 3 is the latest version of your Claude AI, and you are supposed to ask write a real time, show the real time implementation of a mobile app. So the real-time implementation of a mobile app, it can process the data and based on the thing, it can able to answer your queries. I'm asking the doubts into this, like I'm asking the doubts. Suppose after completion of this, all the prompt answers, it will be again asked what are the common real-time app functionality, or can you provide in the if you give a real-time example for this real-time technology, it can ready to answer. Okay, so you can open the editor also. That in the real-time editor, you can open it and you can also write the coding to generate the mobile apps also. Okay, so write a Kotlin code for developing a mobile app. Okay, so I can use the what is the code that is a Kotlin code for developing that mobile app. So any programming language it can be supported by this Claude AI. It's a very good, fantastic AI prompt technique when compared to the ChatGPT 4 and other versions of this. Okay, so it can also generating your code based on the user requirement. So it will also give you the where it can take the references from the website. Okay, so doing Merlin magic, so it can take it can search the Kotlin for the particular Kotlin code for developing this mobile app. Okay, so that is very important. So it will take some timing delay because I'm using Merlin AI, it will take some time. But if you go for to try it out in the Claude AI, it is very easy to develop your answers. So for writing the Kotlin code, first it can write the Kotlin code. Okay, after that it can we can write the XML code for the Kotlin and we can integrate these two and we can able to create our own mobile app. We can suppose to run in the Android virtual device AVD. You can download it to this developer.android.com website and you can able to create your own Kotlin app. So these are the basic things we have to cover it in the basics of this AI, generative AI. Okay, and before going to my session, so these are the basic things you must know. That's why I have given this introduction. And third one, you people are very much familiar with this Copilot, which was developed by the Microsoft. Okay, this is also another command prompt AI, which you can be able to ask any doubts to this Copilot. But the beauty is you can give the references from the what recent website it can take it from. Like the same thing I can write here also. The thing is, if you type the next word, if I take next word K, it can give some suggestion. It's called kits. So this is called the deep learning, okay, or machine learning. What is going to be predicted? What is going to be the next letter or next word is going to be predicted by the given parameter by the means of deep learning. Okay, so all the output of this machine learning and deep learning will be based on what we are going to give in the next thing is going to be a prediction. So the prediction is the next thing what we are supposed to find out. Okay. So right now I can write some K, Kotlin code, the same thing, Kotlin code for developing a chatbot I can use. Okay, developing a chatbot I can give. So it can able to give the answer like how this Copilot will give the answer. You just compare this Copilot with your what is it? Claude AI answer. You will find out something. Okay. Okay, what is the difference here? You just give it's a paragraph. Like what is the main things to be how to give for developing a Kotlin code, but it will be given here some what are the design steps to create a Kotlin code. So when compared to all this Chat GPT version 4 Copilot, it will be given very good answers. But it can give the references where it can take it from jetbrains.com, some website, subsite media.in, YouTube, or some right references it took from the to develop this code, these steps. So this is the difference of this Microsoft Copilot and your Claude AI. And finally, I can go for Gemini AI. Okay, so Gemini AI originally it was developed by Google. You people must know about. Google has the latest the things of this. You can use Gemini terms and condition we can accept. Okay, after that we can able to continue this Gemini, and we can it can ask the prompt here. So what we are asking to all these AI environments are called prompt. PROMP. It's not a query. It's going to be a prompt. Okay. So based on the prompt, it can able to answer. The same thing I can give for here also. Right? So developing a mobile app. So it will also give some setups, but in a very small portion. You can see. But you compare the Claude AI has given a Kotlin program with the XML integration. But you can see here, it can use a small, simple architecture for how this Kotlin has created this mobile app, like class main activity, op compact activity, how it can override a small function, how we can set the configuration of the given mobile app. So the examples, and we can implement this in Android Studio, and you can refer some Kotlin tutorials for developing the mobile app and what are the next step, and you can do some references. It's a small portion, but you just compare how this Kotlin app has given the example for this Claude AI and ChatGPT AI. Okay, so which one is better according to the user need? Claude version 3 is very better way when you go for the other versions. Okay. So Adapt this is going to be the next mobile app, and we have other AI also is there. It is called Adobe Sensei. This is going to be a original Adobe company. We are very much know about Adobe. Adobe is a major contribution of the PDF expansion to integrate our PDF expansion. Just this website, Adobe business.adobe.com, you just select this Gen AI. Okay, so it will be paid version, and free trial also we can able to use this. Okay, it is going to be purely a paid version. We can use it by giving this for selecting this request demo, and after requesting demo, you can select your first name. You can fill out and sign in any doubts with this. Okay, so this is going to be your is that? This is going to be another AI techniques for you can use it for developing your mobile that is generative AI application. And not only this, you can also use this tool which is called I can use Write Sony. So this is also another AI for Write Sonic AI for writing the AI assistant. It's a very good mobile. What is that? Mobile as a web application AI where you can write your own what is that AI techniques to original, and you can start writing your all your queries and all your what is that? It has n number of features. Writer app. This is going to be a writer app. You can log into your Gmail account. Okay, same Gmail account, and you can able to use it. Okay, so you can sign in your Gmail account. So when you write all the AI techniques, so it will be yes. What I can write emails, writing articles or marketing content. If you give this, you can able to create your documentation. Okay, so you can create your language. Okay, so what language do you want to create and what use cases you can use when you write the block idea or block session or brand name or business idea or business call to action, copyright, cover letter, email, Facebook post, Twitter post, Google search ads, interview questions, job description, keyword extractor, keyword generator, LinkedIn post, magic command. Suppose you can select this LinkedIn post. What objective do you want to write in the LinkedIn post? You can give it here. And what key message do you want to give an audience for this? Okay. So suppose I can write announcing a new mobile app. Key message is for suppose I can give for patients. Target audience are public and doctors. So I can give this. So how many variants do you want to create? 3 variants. Creativity is going to be optimal. So if you write for something for announce a new mobile app, just suppose you want to generate into the LinkedIn post. So this is the output where you can give. Okay. So attention to the healthcare professional patients. So we thrilled our announce to launch of a mobile app to introduce about the app and what is about this app. Okay. Suppose you want to give the mobile app also, it can able to create. So how many words and how many characters you are used like this, you can able to paste it into the LinkedIn so that all the people can use it. So you can give the keywords also elaborately to use ads. And make sure that all the things will be very flexible and very user friendly for generating all those outputs. Suppose you want to create your profile of bio and you can do something about you. Suppose I can give some profile about something about this profile bio information, and I can write for me. It can use something about the profile, about yourself. So, like it can give something. I apologize. I'm unable to generate company bio-based information. This description is something because I have given something. So if you give the content, it can able to write your profile bio. Okay. So these are some of the AI where you can use it out, and you can also create the video channels also. Okay. And you can write this AI in this simplified AI also. This is another tool. where you can able to make your AI writer. For these are the basic things before going to machine learning. We must give about this. Okay, so start writing for free. Uh, you can sign in your account. So create workspace for your project, and we can. So these are the features are given by the simplified AI. AI designer you can create, video you can create, AI writer you can create, social media, link in bio, project management, and chatbot you can able to create. Okay, suppose you can able to create a chatbot for your own personal application, personal use. You can also create you this chatbot. Okay, and it will be some paid version, and you can create for some little bit. You can able to create for some free also you can write. Okay, some title you can able to create a chatbot for question and answer, and title I was given. Okay, so what are the information do you want to create for chatbot you can give? So what is the welcome message you can give? What is the question do you want to give? And you can save the info. And what about the title of your AI? Like this is the title where you can change the title also. Like you can change the title for pencil bits uh, chatbot. Okay, so like this you can see the template where you can ask any questions. Uh, But I want to help you like this. You can also create. Okay. So these are the questions you can able to create the icebreaker question, and it will be give the subtitle and placeholder also, and how many time we can able to save the answer, like the queries will be given the answer. So likewise, you can able to also able to create the queries for this chatbot, so that you can able to understand about this chatbot application. Okay, and you can also able to create your apart from the chatbot, you can also able to create your another applications. Okay, yes, you can also able to create your AI designer and AI writer also. And if you write anything into this AI, you can able to write it. Okay, so you can write your blog writing and essay writing. Suppose you want to create your blog for yourself, you can able to blog, and you can share the materials to your students. You can access this simplified AI URL, and you can able to access, and you can suppose write the article writer, you can able to article. Okay, suppose if you want to write the blog writer, it will be some paid version I hope, but little bit it will be free for some 5,000 words, and you can able to implement ChatGPT version for 3.5, and 80 plus AI templates you can use it out. Okay, you can select this current plan, and for 5,000 words you can be able to use it out. Okay, so I already I have used this. Suppose you want to write the AI writer, you can write the anything to this topic of this AI. Like I can write the importance of like. So I asked the question, importance of Gen AI now. Valid input I can give. Okay, so I can able to generate this queries. Based on the queries, it will answer. Like I can able to use them 5,000 credits. I can able to use this at free of cost using this generative AI, using simplified AI. Okay, so the article writer has written about what are the things we can able to given for this importance of Gen AI now. Like what is it? We can write the paragraphs because it's going to be a writer, no? So you can write the outputs. Okay, so this is the another techniques we can able to use it up. Okay. Yeah. Clear for you? Up to this, any doubts? Please let me know. Any doubts? It's going to be interesting for you people. Any doubts in this, please? Any doubts you can ask. So I have a lot of AI tools also there. If you want, I can share it at the end of the session. So meanwhile, we'll go to the topic now. Okay, so we can start from the basics of ML, and uh, from that I can able to start my topic. So these are the basic introduction about the AI. Okay. So we can start to roughly I can able. So many of you heard about the meaning of what is going to be the ML and the basics of ML. Okay. So introduction to the machine learning and deep learning is a very, very important methodology. Like we can put one diagram, like how we can able to, we have our body. So like that machine learning and deep learning can be combined to create a, what is going to be do next, what is going to be done, and for that next thing is going to be the prediction is going to be the very, very important output of your ML and DL. So I want to differentiate this ML and DL by giving these two powerful fields will be process and analyze the data. So when you go for to process the data and analyze the data, we had studied about database management system like DBMS. What is DBMS? DBMS is database is a collection of interrelated data. How we can manage the data and we can retrieve the data from the database. We people know about this database management system. And here we have to process the data and analyze the data. It's a very, very important factors in the both ML and DL. So these sections provide this going to be the very important terminology for the user needs. So I'm going to explain about this machine learning. It's very, very important definition of this machine learning is if you refer any book, like if you go for anything related to this ML, ML is the field of AI. I already told that. We have the circle. AI plays a major role, first step. And inside this AI, we have ML. It's a second stage. And inside this ML, we have DL. So the core architecture of this all those things is going to be DL. The outer portion is ML, and the main portion, outer portion is AI. So the machine learning is a field of artificial intelligence that enables so computer can learn and improve its experience without being programmably without being explicitly programmed. That is a very, very important thing. Without programming techniques, we can able to create our ML in the field of AI, which can enable the system to learn and act. What is the definition of this? Based on the AI, AI can learn and act. Okay, so using this, what we can say? We can say sense and act. Sense and act. Okay, so based on the computers, how it can learn and how it can be active without being programmably or written. Okay, so it focuses on developing the algorithms with, and it can be the use of some mathematical statistical models. Why we go for this mathematical model? When you write any coding, is algorithm is very important. So if you're writing the algorithms without some mathematical implementation, suppose the system can understand both your text information as well as the numerical information. All the inputs you are given to the system will be converted into some binary digit, like we people know zeros and ones. Okay, all the inputs we are given to the system, we are what we are setting. It's going to be the any programming language or any high level programming language. Suppose you can give C, C++, or Python, it will be able to translate to the mnemonic codes, like it can be converted into the machine understandable programming language. So that the need of this machine language, we can implement this statistical method to allow the system can perform some system, okay, without using the rule-based programming. And these are the basic things we must know, because we are starting day, and from the consecutive days, all the people will tell about all those things in very, very depth manner. So just I want to give my introduction about these ML algorithms. Okay. So supervised algorithm, there are very, very three important algorithms when we go for ML, we are supposed to learn. One is going to be supervised learning, second one is called unsupervised learning, and third one is called reinforcement learning. Okay. So this supervised learning, so we can learn the data, we can get the data from the labeled data. All the inputs are labeled. Suppose I have some vegetables in this labeled data. I have some tomato, carrots, or something else. Okay. So these are very labeled, which is called carrot separately, tomato and bell pepper, to be given to this given input to this data. This data like is going to be a model. Or simply we can say it is going to be a sample. A random sample also we can able to take in mathematically. This model will be training. So all the ML data to be trained and tested. It's a very, very important two factors. How this data to be trained? Okay, so we are creating chatbot. In the last simplified AI has created chatbot. How it can create the chatbot? Okay, we can able to train the data that the coding has already written by the simplified AI content writer, which can able to create any chatbot based on our user needs. Suppose we want to create some implementation of passion information, like you can also we can create the chatbot for some agricultural. So if you ask any doubts to this chatbot, it can able to answer. What is the particular time for? Yes, madam. Hello. Yes. Any doubts? Any doubts, madam? Somebody. Okay. Okay. So we have created some chatbot for agriculturals. So this chatbot will help farmers to ask any type of doubts, both in any natural, what is that, NLP, natural language processing. You can also able to create your question in Tamil and English, and also in Hindi, anything. The farmers, in the different farmers from the different states of India, any farmers can ask any doubts to this chatbot. Okay, suppose you can ask the chatbot, you can create chatbot in Tamil. So பயிர் நெல் இல்ல உளுந்து இல்ல சம்திங் தக்காளி இடுவதற்கான உகந்த நேரம் காலத்தை சொல்லவும். So that will be the prompt we are given to this chatbot, and it will be answer like this month, from this month to this month, from August to September, or from June to September. You can able to seed your tomato or carrot or something. Okay, we can able to train the data. So what are the ingredients? What are the important needs for your fertilizer? Okay, fertilizer. What is the fertilizer? What is the combination of connections
ആ ശരി ശരി മിസ്.
we can able to give?
അക്കൗണ്ട്സ് ഡോട്ട് മെയിൽ. ഓ ശരി.
So that model training to be, that is going to be your model, and your training to be given to this model, and we can able to predict the data, whether this carrot belongs to which classification, or this bell pepper belongs to the which classification, and this tomato belongs to which classification. Like you are sending the mail, no, you are sending some mail to the particular another person who can retrieve your mail, and that mail will be stored in your updates, or you can store it in your spam folder, or can store it in the important mail folder. Like that, we can able to select the classification and regression policies. So all those things, without database, you cannot store your data. That's why we can able to training the data. After training, the very, very important step is you have to testing the data. How much percentage of efficiency of your data to be tested? Neither it can be a 50% of testing of data, or 25% of testing your input, or 100% of testing your input is very, very important when you go for this supervised learning. Okay, so when you go for any machine learning algorithms, training and prediction testing of data is a major, very, very important role. Okay, after finding the prediction in ML, normally in ML and DL, we can find the accuracy of the data. How much accuracy of data to be fed in. That is going to be your supervised learning. Is mainly classification, regression plays a major role. Okay, all the inputs are labeled. Based on the inputs, you can find out the outputs. So unsupervised learning data, your data should be unlabeled, and it should be hidden structure. So the supervised learning, we can able to view the data, but in the hidden structure recognition will be done at only the supervised learning. This algorithm can discover the patterns of data in unlabeled data. It's going to be labeled data, and this is going to be the unlabeled data grouping together without giving the specific targets. Okay, so this can be used to creating the clustering of data. We can find out the dimensionality of the data, dimensionality reduction. So why we go for this dimensionality reduction? So we people are using data nowadays. Suppose we are using Facebook. So at a time, at a second, at a second, normally I can say per second, we are uploading some 5,000 photos. 5,000 photos per second we are uploaded into the Facebook. Okay, per second. You can calculate per minute, per hour, and 24 hours. So day by day, your data consumption, not the data complexity, to be increased by day. So we are in the need of grouping and the data and grouping this unlabeled data, and we can find out the clustering. Okay, what is clustering? We have the cluster node, that is called, we have n number of nodes can able to communicate within the some predefined distance limit. Okay, so within the predefined limit, we can able to communicate this data. When we go for some wireless sensor networks or network structure, we can able to run some simulation where the source node can able to communicate with the destination node. We people are teaching about computer networks, and we are teaching with this simulation softwares. Okay, so how this source node can able to communicate with the destination nodes, like we are using some type of shortest path algorithms we can able to write. So same as in the unsupervised learning, we can able to write some nearest algorithms, like we can able to write some clustering algorithm, and we can able to reduce the amount of data. It's a very, very important thing. We can use that very, very important methodology like called support vector mission, and we can go for some principal component analysis, PCA model, which can able to reduce the dimension of your data. Okay, so this is going to be the unsupervised learning. And when you go for reinforcement learning, so yield reinforcement learning is a machine learning paradigm that mainly focus on how this agent can learn and interact with the environment to maximizing the cumulative result. See, when you go for this any learning, we are getting the information from four important things. Okay, one is called performance, environment, actuators, and sensor. We can write the term is called PEAS, PEAS. Okay. I can use one tool which is called Zoom It. This is a very important tool where you can able to use it. Okay, I can show one tool which is called Zoom It, which was developed by Microsoft company. If you are a professor, if you are using a PowerPoint presentation, you can use this tool to write something. It will be working the Windows 64-bit bit system onwards only. Okay, you can download this software. There is 1.4 MB size. So it downloaded. Just double click this folder, Zoom It folder, and select this Zoom IT64 exe file. Yes. So this is the menu where you can use it. Okay. Click OK. Yeah. This bottom you can see this menu is going to be Zoom It. Okay. So I can select this Zoom It and you can able to zoom this PPT also. Okay. So this we can use the keyword which is called PEAS. Performance, perceive the information. So we can able to perceive the information from the environment, from the E for environment. Based on the environment, you can able to do the actuators, and this is going to be sensor, which can able to sense the data. Okay, which can able to sense the data. Okay, so that's why it's any agent that can, how this agent can learn the environment is very important. Which can able to how the agent can learn the and interact with the environment to maximizing the rewards. So this is going to be a baby agent which is sitting, and when you go for the action, it will be some crawling will be happen, and it can be awarded by rewarded by some feeder. Okay, so these are called the reinforcement learning, and these are the methods we are using for the reinforcement learning. Okay, this algorithm can interact with the environment to receive the rewards to find the optimizing the decision thinking of the given problem. So this will be mainly used for the game development. In the Python, we are using some major game development will be used for this reinforcement learning. Okay, so the supervised learning I was already explained. We can label the data we can correct the output and we can able to training the data. We are getting the optimizing the algorithms to learn the patterns. So we can identify the patterns and what type of data which can be trained. And based on this pattern, we can able to find out the training model to prediction, to find out whether tomorrow is going to be very hot or tomorrow is going to be a winter season, very cold. Like this, we can find out the prediction. Tomorrow is going to be happened or not. Okay, so that is going to be the supervised learning data. How this we are feeding the algorithm to this data, we can find out the outputs and how this model can learn. See, the difference between this ML and deep learning is machine learning, we are writing the algorithms and without going explicitly writing the programming. But in the deep learning, we can, it has, deep learning is another network terminology where how your neurons can learn. We have our neurons, how these neurons, n number of neurons are connected in our brain neural networks. In that, how this neuron can learn the information. Okay, that is called learn complexity or learning rate. Okay, so how this model can learn the relationship to find out the accurate prediction of the new data or unseen data is going to be the supervised learning. These two words are very, very important to make the accurate prediction of the unseen data we can able to find out. Okay, so that is going to be the supervised learning. So unsupervised learning, we can able to clustering the data. We are grouping the data, similar data together without predefining the labels. We can able to group the data, grouping to be the clustering of data. And we can able to reducing the data dimension also. The size of the data, we can able to identify it. Okay. And if you any what is that? Any security issues in the data, we can find out some anomaly detection, some unwanted, unusual patterns are available in the data set. When you go for this data set, I'll be create. You can able to use this data set, which is called Kaggle. You people are very much interact this Kaggle data set. So any data set where you can able to get it from this Kaggle at free of cost. So this Kaggle, all this Kaggle data set will be implemented by using Python. Okay, using Python, you can able to write your machine learning project. Okay, so this is a very, very important data set terminology where you can use it. Okay, so you can go for this weather classification data set or some data set. Suppose you need the data set of diabetes data set. Okay, so you can select this diabetes data set and how many people are given this diabetes data sets are some 8,719 people are very much interact with this data set. You can see here. Okay, so these diabetes data sets are mingled with the people. So if you select any data set, like I can select diabetes data set for beginners. When you see this data set, they can implement this data set. They have written in some CSV file, comma separated value file. Or suppose we can also implement this data set in the what is it? I can able to show the visualization also for this data set. Okay, so you just create this data set like just I can copy this coding and I'll do it in the final session. Last half an hour we'll do this session. Just you can see. So this is the diabetes data set where you can able to write the coding in Python. Like this Python coding, will be mainly integrated with your scikit-learn. Scientific kit learning of your Python toolkit, we can use what type of algorithm. So we are using some logistic regression algorithm. So using this pandas, NumPy is a linear algebra. It is a mathematical package we want to create in the Python. And pandas, already I don't know, for analyzing the data, that is data analyzing tool, Python, we are using the pandas. And matplotlib for drawing the plot or graphs. Okay, this is for plot, to draw the plot, and this is for to creating the data analysis. Okay. And this is for to creating a numerical implementation of your codes. Okay, and Cban also used to create your mathematical visualization. And this sklearn, scikit-learn package, which can learn the your machine learning input. Learning is going to be read your input, and we can able to train the data and test the data. This package will show we can training the data and we can able to testing the data. We can able to split these two. Training is different, testing is different. Okay, we can first train the data. Training of input is very, very important. And after training, we have to give this some red color. We can able to give to test the data. So this testing only we can find out that how much data we can able to optimize it. This is going to be the testing. Okay, and we again import the logistic regression file. Logistic regression is the one type of regression where you can use this to getting the output. Okay, and we don't want this confused matrix and all. Just you can know these 6 steps. Okay, and after this we can able to read the diabetes file, CSV file. Where this diabetes CSV file is there, you just log in your, sign in your data, and you can download this data set. Log into your Google account. So after login, so it is going to be a world largest data science toolkit where you can able to implement your data. We can able to download this. Okay, this is going to be a CSV file. Okay, so you can download the CSV file, which consists of rows and columns. Like you can see this diabetes data set in the CSV file. You can see how many data set which has pregnancy people can have, how much percentage of glucose level they are having, and blood pressure, skin thickness, and insulin. How many people can use insulin, and their body mass index range, diabetes pedigree function, and their age and outcome. So this is going to be a data set. How many data set we have? Totally, you can select the some 790 people. 69 people can have this diabetes data set. So we are importing this data set into the Jupyter notebook, where we can read this file. using data equal to pd dot read underscore csv file. So this Panda analysis can read your file and how many data info. This data.info will show the information about this data set. So there are totally 768 row and column wise data sets are available. And how many percentage of last 5 members? Tail means TAIL, which can show last 5 members. From 763 to 767 people's data set. And head means first 5 people data set from column 0 to 4 will be shown. And data that describe totally your table will be put it down. In that data set, we can use that, I don't know, some statistical method. What are the statistical method? How many people are countable and what is the mean of this 0 to 767 data set and how many standard deviation for this data set and the minimum percentage, 25% of your data set, like your mean, and 50% and 70%, and the maximum value. And the data set of head 10 means how many first 10 people information to be shown in the given table. You can see from 0 to 9, you will get totally 10 people information can be seen in this data set. Okay. So likewise, tail means the last one. Okay. So finally, initially we can able to what we can do. We can able to put the cleaning of data. Like we can cleaning and pre-processing of data is the first step for defining your data set. Okay. So cleaning of data, initially all the data will be initially 0. Values are 0. Okay. Empty values. Okay. And after that, we can find out the data types of all those data. So we can find out all the data types size. Frequency is going to be a 64-bit integer, glucose, blood pressure, zinc thickness, insulin, BMI, diabetes, age, and outcome. After that, we can draw the data visualization. So this data visualization only, I can import 2 important module. One is called Matplotlib and another is called CBAN. Okay, so these are the 2 important data visualization tool. We can able to use this. Okay, so here I want to import the what type of graph we are importing. This is called histogram chart. Okay, we can put this histogram. Suppose you want to put some bar chart, you can put bar. Suppose you want to put some pie chart, you can put PIE, pie chart. Okay, so likewise you can view the graph wise. Histogram, bar chart, pie chart, or we can put the box plot, BOX, PLOT. Like this, you can view the chart name, it will be given the answer. So first one, we want to import the age of the given person. So the age of the given person will be given like this. And their frequency, how many people, ages, and how many. Okay, so between 20 and 30, like this. 20 and 30 people, ages can have this much of frequency. Okay, and between from 25 to 30, this much frequency. From 30 to 40 age, this is the frequency. From 40 to 50, this much. 50 to 60, this much. 60 to 70, 70 to 80, very, very minimum person can have this frequency of this diabetes. You can see mostly the younger age people can affected of this diabetes in some country, Western countries, like some countries. And how much glucose percentage I have shown now. What is that chart they can use? They can able to use the bar chart. So like this bar chart will be created like this. Okay, bar chart. This is going to be a bar chart. We can able to create this bar chart for the glucose level. Okay, and I can use this. What is it? I can use the CBAN. We can import the CBAN as SNS. Shortly, we can call CBAN as SNS. So that's why we can able to write the CNS dot plot count the plot of what is the input we are giving. The data of the glucose people, you can indicate it by pink color. So this is going to be the glucose rate of the person should be indicated by the pink color. Okay, the glucose rate of the given diabetes data set for the beginners. Okay, and pregnancy, we can write the very this color pregnancy ratio and violin plot. This is going to be the another violin plot for the age versus BMI of the given persons with the data we are feeding, and color will be indicated by blue, but I don't know whether blue color is not visible. We are supposed to, this output will be shown in the blue color. So this the pink color can be represented by the BMI for the given diabetes patients totally. Okay, for the violin plot, this is going to be some like violin plot. Some music instrument is called violin. So after that, we can able to give the how many pregnancy value counts to be indicated by. So in the first pregnancy, how many people? 135. In the second index 0 value counts is 111. So totally you can count the total number of pregnancy of the people to be indicated. Okay, and this is all the different pregnancy of the peoples can be indicated by the pie chart with the different colors. So we can use the pie chart by giving the plot dot pie with the size is going to be data, and data is going to be what size we are given, how many total values of the pregnants and their index size, and the different pregnancies of their index size will be indicated by green color, pink color, yellow, purple, gray, red, and blue and dark blue. Okay, so the index size of 0 can be indicated by some pink color, and the index of one size of pregnancy people can be indicated by some green color. Okay, likewise you can find out the index of other peoples also. Okay, so this is going to be the another things, and this is going to be a histogram for the total size. Bin size is going to be 50. So the totally size of the histogram of the people can be indicated of the given pregnancy, glucose, blood pressure of the total people can be indicated. Okay. So this is what the importance of this data set. So if you type, you can also contribute this data set. Actually, I have creating the data set for the normal, the general election which happened recently. Suppose I want to creating the new data set, I can select this new data set. Okay, so what file I want to import this data set? Actually, this is the first time I'm importing here. I can browse this file. I have created some this 543 constituency election result. No, the state. I can see my result. Like I can able to upload it here. Yes, I have my data set. Elections are there. I just double click this election. Okay, so I can type. This is going to be a elections data set for like elections of India. Data set. I can give for all 534 constituency. So the title will be very minimum. Data set 2024 I can give. So visibility I can give to all the people can invoke my data set. Select license, I can select the open source license, I can select the Apache selection result. So I can upload it and I can able to create this data set. Publicly can be deleted, so I can able to give private. Okay. So there is something is going to be, I can give for some public, I want to give some restriction. So I can select my go-to data set. You can see I have created my election of the India data set. Like I can see there are 547 total rows and columns are there. So I can able to download my data set. You can see when I'm downloading my data set, what are the things I was given into this data set. You can also able to create this data set with this. This is the data set I have created from the Election Commission of India website. So results of the general election with the constituency, winning candidate of the person, their party, political party, and total votes they have get it for the that particular constituency and their margin ratio with the loser candidate. This is the second candidate, first candidate, the difference between first candidate, winning candidate, and the second candidate margin difference. Okay, from Anakapalli to Andhra Pradesh to till I have created till the Ladakh state of India. Okay, so these are the 543 constituency I have created. Based on this data set, I can able to put the some ML algorithms and some DL methodology. I can able to find out the prediction of the output. Whether what is going to be the next will be the who is getting the maximum margin of votes from this data. This is going to be data analysis. Okay, and who is getting the most more number of total votes. Like this, we can also able to find out. Okay, so I can edit my data, and you can. This is going to be I can be able to give based on the environment. Okay, so this is going to be the data set. How this data set we can able to fit into the given Kaggle data set. And when you go for the next data set, you have the another one is called UCI. UCI data sets also there. This is going to be a university of some university has developed this data set for some patients. Okay, so this is also you can able to integrate and you can also able to create this data set. So iris data set, our iris data sets are there, and heart disease data sets are there, and some rice data sets are there. So these are some machine learning techniques for we can find out the classifications are there or multivariate variation of the data sets are there. You can also what is that? You can also able to download this breast cancer, some diagnostic data set. You can directly import in Python, and you can also download this data set. Suppose you can directly implement in Python, you can able to import the data set in your code. Directly you can write this code. Okay, so just I can install this package, pip package into this Google Colab or Python codes. So I can directly into this Google Colab. Yes, already is there. Just I just put this data set pip install UCI ML repo. It is a repository of this UCI. I can just give this command pip space install. So this package to be already is there in the Python Google Colab. So next one, I just copy this code and I can paste it into this Google Colab. So from the UCI repository, I can fetch the repository of the breast cancer. So we can fetch the repository of the ID, 17th ID in the UA repository, which shows the breast cancer data set. So I can take x-axis, X data is going to be breast cancer, which can diagnostic the data. It's going to be the input. Features is going to be the input we are given to the ML, and the output we can find out at the target. So X, I can give the input of the given input of the breast cancer input, and finally we can find out the output in the Y column. And we can find out the metadata, breast cancer metadata, and we can find out the variables also. Just to run this output. Yeah, you can see. So these are the different inputs, variables, and we have metadata to find out for the given data set. Okay, for the given breast cancer. So UCID is 17. Name of the data set is going to be breast cancer, and repository can take it from this UCI archive.ic.uci data repository, and their name, role, type, demographic, description, and units, how it can be taken. So we can directly import into this data set from UCI to your Google Colab, and you can run this. Okay, so you can view the full documentation also. Okay, so the full documents are available in the GitHub repository of your UCI ML repo package. You can see the output. You can also implement all these codings into that ML Python, and you can run it. So these are the two ways I want to show it for this. Okay, and reinforcement learning, I was already explained. So we have ideal condition and we have the action condition for rewards for the every actions. And what is deep learning? It's very important. The deep learning is the powerful subset of your machine learning techniques, which can be able to find out the prediction based on the input neurons. How these neurons can be made up of neural networks. Your brain has input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. So all the model to the human brain to learn and make the prediction of the complex data. It's very important. So we can find out the prediction from the complex data, unlike traditional algorithms can have automatically extracting the features. This is the input of the given data, and we can find out the patterns without explicitly programming. So this is going to be the neural network architecture. Our brain has a number of neurons. So deep learning will have the power of artificial intelligence networks to indicate the human brain. The brain has a number of neurons to be interconnected each and everything to process the data and transmit the signals. So what are the inputs we are coming to our brain? It has its own responsibility to find out in the learning complexity of the data. Okay, so I want to show more things. So this machine learning will be used in the healthcare application, autonomous vehicles, NLP, and computer vision. When you go for mathematically diagrammatic operations, just now I have seen the diabetic data set. We can find out the pattern recognition of this all the person by using this healthcare application, and we can use the autonomous vehicle like in US. If you see the US, you have your own autonomous vehicle that is called autonomous car. Without the control of the driver, the vehicle can passes from one city to the another city in the US with the help of some AI algorithms. Okay, so the self-driving cars can perceive the information based on the perceiving the surroundings without no traffic. Where there is no traffic, like we are using the Google Maps. No, that's why the autonomous vehicle that is own cars we can use to find out the real-time decision, and we can find out the safely it can passes through the complex environments. And NLP, you people very much know how we are converting the. We can use the toolkit which is called NLTK. Okay, so in the Google Colab, we can use the natural language processing toolkit, which is called import NLTK. Okay, so this is going to be a natural language toolkit where we can able to do the natural language processing algorithms. Okay, conversion. Okay, so I'll explain about this. Okay, and future trends are, these are the future trends, but I don't want to go for future trends. I'll go for the next PPT. We'll continue. So I have given the different PPTs. I can share it to the organization once it's complete. So deep learning we have seen. So multiple layers in your brain can learn and to make the decision. To find out the prediction of this decision, you can able to train the model for the larger data set to recognize the pattern and make the prediction of the data. Okay, and so it can be, deep learning is very important to solve the problem and to identify the pattern recognition. Like if you are seeing the image, it belongs to which pattern, and if you write some language, is going to be recognition of your language, is going to be speech recognition, is going to be which pattern. And we can apply the data mining also. The larger, extracting the data from the larger data set, we can able to mining it. And automation is autonomous vehicle because this autonomous. And basics of neural networks, how these neurons can be made it out, made it through a number of neurons, like how these neural networks are inspired by the structure of human brain, and how these neurons can building these networks, which is called neural networks, and how these neurons should be interconnected by the connections of neurons in a very complex structure. It's very, very important. Our neurons can learn the complex structure of data. Based on the complex structure, it can able to predict the output. So the neural networks not only create a single layer, it can create a multiple layer, which can able to consist of the input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. I'll explain one by one. And this is the activation function in our neural networks. So it has three important activation functions. Without this activation function, your neural network cannot learn your data. This is called sigmoid function. It's going to be a binary classification which can take the value. Mathematically, it can take the value between 0 and 1. If you are basic, you must know about the basics of probability and statistics. What is the probability? The probability is always ranging the value from 0 to 1. Okay, and you can apply the probability and statistics value. Statistics, we can apply the how we can find the mean, median, and mode. Okay, so commonly we can use the sigmoid function, sigmoid graph, to find out the number between 0 and 1. And this is going to be a very important function. It's called rectified linear input. So all the negative number value can be changed to 0. If you are in your negative, if you are getting some negative numbers, that negative number we can replace it by 0 in the rectified linear output unit function. And when you go for tan function, it is going to be a sigmoid function. The output is going to be range from -1 to +1. In the sigmoid function between 0 and 1, but this tan function output is going to be input. We are giving the range from -1 to +1. Okay, there are we can use this. All the input data will be feed forward from data is the input, and we have our weights are applied into the data, and we can find out the output of the data. Okay, and activation function we can use it for this all the neural network. We can use either sigmoid function or rectified linear unit function, or we can use tan H function. And based on the activation function, you are getting the optimized output to find out the prediction of the model. Okay, and these are the three important things we can learn for this training the deep learning model. One is going to be training the data, how this data is going to be trained the model, and second one you can able to validate the data, how this data to be evaluate the given model by giving the training of the data. I'll explain in the couple of codes implemented in Python by giving this training data. Once this validation is end, then we have to test the data, how we can able to access the model accuracy and then. So after once the model we have created, we have to test the model to find how much accuracy of your data to be you get it down. Okay, and these are some Python integration frameworks for developing the codes for deep learning. Okay, so TensorFlow and PyTorch, Heras, all these three things are very, very important Python libraries. All will be very open source. It's going to be a free of cost only. So TensorFlow, it's an open source deep learning parameter developed by Google, while used for building and training the neural networks. Okay, and Keras, it's the second high-level neural networks API should be written in the Python, capable of running the top of your TensorFlow. Okay, so all the input is going to be the features of the input you are given to the hidden layer where all the input to be processed in the data. Okay, this hidden layer can give the prediction based on this hidden dense layer. Dense layer is the layer where all your complexity of learning information to be processed. So processing of our complexity of all the information will be done at the dense layer. Okay, based on the dense layer, you can find out the prediction of the output using the output layer. So finally, we can go for this PyTorch. A PyTorch is going to be a deep learning environment, which can increasing the flexibility of the program. Python code will be used for the research and production. Okay, so these are the conclusion, and we can use the start implementing the basic Python codes to solve the problems, and we can experiment with the data with the real-time results. Okay, and when you go for this types of neural networks, we can use n number of neural networks. The forthcoming, the next classes, they can teach you in depth related to this network. So I am taking one of the neural networks in the deep learning, which is called recurrent neural networks. Okay, so what are the some of the applications of this RNNs, recurrent neural network is it can able to auto complete your mails. Suppose if you are writing some mail to some people, dear sir, I wish to formally welcome you to for the talk for the session, recurrent neural network, which is to be held at 25/7/2023. Expecting your positive. Next thing is going to be auto complete by the mail. target. This is going to be output, target. You can also find out the output of your prediction of your data. So always the prediction is going to be there. You can find out the